Hi, I'm Brooke Baxter. I'm going to be doing a presentation on Candlestick Charts. So first I'm going to be talking about the history of the Candlestick Charts. In the 17th century, the Japanese found technical analysis strategies to trade rice. And there's a similar strategy that they copied off of in the 19th century, and they kept modifying it to make it easier to understand and interpret. So what are candlestick charts? Candlestick charts are a type of graph to help you understand the companies and the bullish and bearish, which are the increases and decreases during each session, easier. And the bullish candle opens low and closes higher. And the bearish candle opens high and closes low. A bullish candle would have a hollow body and a long upper shadow. A bearish candle would have a filled body and a longer lower shadow. The longer the candlestick, the more drastic the change is made. Different types of candlesticks. There are different types of candlesticks that all meant different changes were made. There are long, filled, and hollow candlesticks, doji candlesticks, hammer and hanging man candlesticks, black and white marubozu candlesticks, and the inverted hammer and shooting star. Dojis. Dojis are when there are very small changes where it opens and closes the same or very close to the same. So the doji looked very small, like a little plus sign. Neither the bear or the bull do very much because it barely changes. If there was an increase, it would most likely decrease later to keep it the same, barely changed. Different types of dojis. There are many different types of dojis, more than just basic plus sign doji. There are dragonfly doji that appear when the open is high and the close low, and the opposite is gravestone doji. Okay, the marubozu only has the real body. It doesn't have shadows, highs, or lows. They can make large increases or decreases. The inverted hammer and shooting star. The inverted hammer and shooting star are opposites too. The shooting star is a bearish reversal pattern, and the inverted hammer is a bullish reversal pattern. The shooting star and inverted hammer look exactly alike, except that the inverted hammer forms a decline after a downtrend, and vice versa with the shooting star. Next. Okay. Spinning top candlesticks. Spinning top candlesticks appear when the candlestick has a very small real body and large upper and lower shadows. This shows weakening pressure from what was previously dominant bear or the bull. So there are candlestick positions. There are many different types of candlestick positions. The sharp position has a candlestick that gaps away from the previous candlestick, so it might have grown $1 or more while the market is closed. The harami position is a candlestick that forms within the real body of the previous candlestick. The first candlestick usually has a large real body, and the second candlestick has a smaller body than the first candlestick. Doji and spinning tops have small real bodies, so they can form the harami position as well. Okay, so I have examples. So here are examples of the shooting star position, which means there might be a reversal of whether the bears or the bulls are turned. So here there was increases, then it started decreasing more right after, since there's a little gap there, which means that there's the shooting star position, and then it started decreasing after increasing a lot. And then over here's another example. Started decreasing and then started increasing. Okay. And next, I am quad candlesticks.
Very good. Well done. All right. So, my question to you is, why do you think people use candlestick charts to make their decisions as far as investing?
I feel like it's easier to interpret sometimes than like having to keep researching like the highs and lows of things.
Mm-hmm.
And they just have like, it's kind of like having a second language, but it's easier to learn. So then there's like make like separate ways of how to like look at the sessions of certain company and how much money they've lost and made.
Okay. And based on your, we've been using just basic charting. Okay? When we pull up a company, you feel that this is a more sophisticated way of analyzing whether or not a company is the trend of a company? Okay, very good. Now, you also mentioned you were talking about different types of charts, hammerman, handyman, all of those different types. Was that easy for you to be able to understand?
I mean, for some people it might be a bit harder, but for me personally, after reading like what like they all meant like 2 or 3 times, then it's pretty easy to find out when you look at like a graph and see how like you use it. So that's why there's an example here, because it helps you understand what it is easier.
All right. So going forward, in your own technical analysis of various companies, you would tend to use candlestick charts to determine whether or not you should invest in a company.
Yeah, I think they're pretty helpful. So I've used them.
All right. Very good. Give her a round of applause. Thank you very much.